Daily Bible reading, March 19th, day 147. Let's get into the word. Harvest offerings and tithes, Deuteronomy. When you enter the land the Lord your God is giving you as a special possession, and you have conquered it and settled there, put some of the first produce from each crop you harvest into a basket and bring it to the designated place of worship, the place the Lord your God chooses for his name to be honored. Go to the priest in charge at that time and say to him, with this gift I acknowledge to the Lord your God that I have entered the land he swore to our ancestors he would give us. The priest will then take the basket from your hand and set it before the altar of the Lord your God. You must then say, in the presence of the Lord your God, my ancestor Jacob was a wandering Aramean who went to live as a foreigner in Egypt. His family arrived few in number, but in Egypt they became large and mighty nation. When the Egyptians oppressed and humiliated us by making us their slaves, we cried out to the Lord, the God of our ancestors. He heard our cries and saw our hardship, toil, and oppression. So the Lord brought us out of Egypt with a strong hand and powerful arm, with overwhelming terror and with miraculous signs and wonders. He brought us to this place and gave us this land flowing with milk and honey. And now, O Lord, I have brought you the first portion of the harvest you have given me from the ground. Excuse me. Then place the produce before the Lord your God. I'm so sorry. And bow to the ground and worship before him. Afterward you may go and celebrate, because all the good things the Lord your God has given to you and your household. Remember to include the Levites and the foreigners living among you in the celebration. Every third year you must offer a special tithe of your crops. In this year of the special tithe, you must give your tithes to the Levites, foreigners, orphans, and widows, so that they will have enough to eat in your towns. Then you must declare in the presence of the Lord your God, I have taken the sacred gift from my house and have given it to the Levites, foreigners, orphans, and widows, just as you have commanded me. I have not violated or forgotten any of your commands. I have not eaten any of it while in mourning. I have not handled it while I was ceremonially unclean, and I have not offered any of it to the dead. I have obeyed the Lord my God and have done nothing you commanded me. Now look down from your holy dwelling place in heaven and bless your people Israel and the land you swore to our ancestors to give us, a land flowing with milk and honey. A call to obey the Lord's commands. Today the Lord your God has commanded you to obey all these decrees and regulations, so be careful to obey them wholeheartedly. You have declared today that the Lord is your God, and you have promised to walk in his ways and to obey his decrees, commands, and regulations, and to do everything he tells you. The Lord has declared today that you are his people, your own special treasure, his own special treasure, just as he promised, and that you must obey all his commands. And if you do, he will set you high above the other nations he has made. Then you will receive praise, honor, and renown. You will be a nation that is holy to the Lord your God, just as he promised. The altar on Mount Ebal. Then Moses and the leaders of Israel gave this charge to his people: obey all these commands I'm giving you today. When you cross the Jordan River and enter the land the Lord your God is giving you, set up some large stones and coat them with plaster. Write this whole body of instruction on them. When you cross the river to enter the land of the Lord your God is giving you, a land flowing with milk and honey, just as the Lord, the God of your ancestors, promised you. When you cross the Jordan, set up these stones at Mount Ebal and coat them with plaster as I am commanding you today. Then build an altar to the Lord your God using natural uncut stones. You must not shape the stones with iron or an iron tool. Build the altar of uncut stones and use it to offer burnt offerings to the Lord your God. Also sacrifice peace offerings on it and celebrate by feasting there before the Lord your God. You must clearly write all of these instructions on the stones with coated plaster. Then Moses and the Levitical priest addressed all Israel as follows: O Israel, be quiet and listen. Today you have become the people of the Lord your God, so you must obey the Lord your God by keeping all these commands and decrees I am giving you today. Curses from Mount Ebal. That same day Moses also gave this charge to the people. When you cross the Jordan River, the tribes of Simon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Joseph, and Benjamin must stand on the Mount Gerizim to proclaim a blessing over the people, and tribes of Reuben, Gad, Asher, Zebulun, Dan, and Naphtali must stand on the Mount Ebal to proclaim a curse. Then the Levites will shout out to the people of Israel, "Cursed is anyone who carves or casts an idol and secretly sets it up. These idols, the work of craftsmen, are detestable to the Lord," and all the people will reply, "Amen." Cursed is anyone who dishonors father or mother, and all the people reply, "Amen." Cursed is anyone who steals the property from a neighbor by moving a boundary or marker. Cursed is anyone who leads a blind person astray on the road. Cursed is anyone who denies justice to foreigners, orphans, or widows. Cursed is anyone who has sexual intercourse with one of his father's wives, for he has violated his own father. Cursed is anyone who has sexual intercourse with an animal. Cursed is anyone who has sexual intercourse with a sister, whether she is the daughter of his father or his mother. Cursed is anyone who has sexual intercourse with his mother-in-law. Cursed is anyone who attacks a neighbor in secret. Cursed is anyone who accepts payment to kill an innocent person. Cursed is anyone who does not affirm and obey the terms of these instructions. Blessing for obedience. If you fully obey the Lord your God and carefully keep all of his commands that I am giving you today, the Lord your God will set you high above the nations, all the nations of the world. You will experience all these blessings if you obey the Lord your God. Your towns and fields will be blessed. Your children and crops will be blessed. The offspring of your herds and flocks will be blessed. Your fruit baskets and breadboards will be blessed. Wherever you go and whatever you do, you will be blessed. The Lord will conquer your enemies when they attack you. They will attack you from one direction, but they will scatter from you in seven. The Lord will guarantee a blessing on everything you do and will fill your storehouses with grain. The Lord your God will bless you in the land he is giving you. If you obey the commands of the Lord your God and walk in his ways, the Lord will establish you as his holy people, as he swore he would do. Then all the nations of the world will see that you are a people claimed by the Lord, and they will stand in awe of you. The Lord will give you prosperity in the land he swore to your ancestors to give you, blessing you with many children, numerous livestock, and abundant crops. The Lord will send rain at the proper time from his rich treasury in the heavens, and will bless all the work you do. You will lend to many nations, but you will never need to borrow from them. If you listen to the commands of the Lord your God that I am giving you today, and if you carefully obey them, the Lord will make you the head and not the tail. You will always be the top and never the bottom. You must not turn away from any of the commands that I am giving you today, nor follow after any other gods and worship them. Curses for disobedience. But if you refuse to listen to the Lord your God and do not obey the commands and decrees I am giving you today, all the curses will come over and overwhelm you. Your towns and fields, your fruit baskets and breadboards, your children and crops, your offspring and herds and flocks, wherever you go and whatever you do, you will be cursed. The Lord himself will send on you curses, confusion, frustration, and everything you do, until at last you are completely destroyed for doing evil and abandoning me. The Lord will afflict you with diseases. None of you are left until none of you are in the land you are about to enter and occupy. The Lord will strike you with wasting diseases fever, inflammation, scorching heat and drought, the blight and mildew. These disasters will pursue you until you die. The skies above will be as unyielding as bronze, and the earth beneath you will be as hard as iron. The Lord will change the rain that falls on you, or on your land, into powder, and dust will pour from the sky until you're destroyed. The Lord will cause you to be defeated by your enemies. You will attack your enemies from one direction. You will be scattered into seven. You will be an object of horror to all the kings of the earth. Your corpses will be food for the scavenging birds and wild animals. There will be no one there to chase them away. The Lord will afflict you with boils of Egypt and with tumors, scurvy, the itch which you cannot be cured. The Lord will strike you with madness, blindness, panic. You will grope around in daylight like a blind person groping in the darkness, but you will not find your way. You will be oppressed and robbed continually, and no one will come to save you. You will be engaged to a woman, but another man will sleep with her. You will build a house, but someone else will live in it. You will plant a vineyard, but you will never enjoy its fruit. Your ox will be butchered before your eyes, and you will not eat a single bite of the meat. Your donkey will be taken from you, never to be returned. Your sheep and goats will be given to your enemies, and no one will be there to help you. You will watch as your sons and daughters are taken away as slaves. Your heart will break for them, but you won't be able to help them. A foreign nation you've never heard of will eat the crops you worked so hard to grow. You will suffer under constant oppression and a harsh treatment. You will go mad because all the tragedy you see around you. The Lord will cover your knees and legs with incurable boils. In fact, you will be covered from head to foot. The Lord will exile you and your king to a nation unknown to you and your ancestors. There in exiles you will worship gods of wood and stone. You will become an object of horror, ridicule, mockery among all the nations of the Lord, which the Lord sends you. You'll plant much, harvest little, for the locusts will eat your crops. You will plant vineyards and care for them, but you will not drink the wine or eat the grapes. Worms will destroy the vines. You will grow olive trees throughout your land, but you'll never use the olive oil, for the fruit will drop before it ripens. You will have sons and daughters, but will lose them, for they will be led away into captivity. Swarms of insects will destroy your trees and crops. The foreigners living among you will become stronger and stronger, while you become weaker and weaker. They will lend money to you, but you will not lend to them. They will be the head and you'll be the tail. If you refuse to listen to the Lord your God and obey the commands and decrees he's given you, all the curses will pursue and overtake you until you're destroyed. These horrors will serve as a sign and warning to you and your descendants forever. If you do not serve the Lord your God with joy and enthusiasm for abundant benefits you have received, you will serve your enemies whom the Lord will send against you. You'll be left hungry, thirsty, naked, and lacking in everything. The Lord will put an iron yoke on your neck, oppressing you harshly until he has destroyed you. The Lord will bring a distant nation against you from the end of the earth, and you will swoop down. It will swoop down like a vulture. It is a nation whose language is you don't understand, and a fierce, heartless nation that shows no respect for the old and no pity for the young. Its armies will devour your livestock and crops. You will be destroyed. They will leave you with no grain, new wine, olive oil, calves, lambs. You will starve to death. They will attack your cities until all fortified walls in your land, the walls trusted to protect you, are knocked down. They will attack all the towns in the Lord your God has given you. The siege and terrible distress of the enemy's attack will be so severe that you will eat the flesh of your own sons and daughters, whom the Lord your God has given you. The most tender-hearted man among you will have no compassion for his own brother, beloved wife, and his surviving children. Alright, we gotta do part 2.